to get their shot.
Mask up and get their shots. Now, this information this morning comes after the president said in March that Americans could likely hold small gatherings to celebrate July 4th, based on how things were moving along. Joining us to discuss, Francesca Page, a travel journalist, and our panelists Bobby and Jesse Jane are here as well. Francesca, wow. Okay, so we now have some new requirements added to the list. We do have to keep wearing masks and get vaccinated. That's according to President Biden. If you want to see your family on July 4th. How do you think that might impact people's travel plans if they were planning to get back to normal by that time?
About congregating in small groups, which she says we're not yet ready to do, stating that we still have obviously more to do in the months of May and June to get back to a certain safety level. However, it's important to note that more than 51% of American adults have received at least one vaccine dose, according to the CDC data, which should indicate that herd immunity and the pandemic's end are near. I think that people are going to get together no matter what, and they are going to travel as well. But it's a case of people still being as safe as possible, preferably celebrating outdoors and in smaller groups.
Yeah, well, I mean, I definitely think people have learned. We know how to be safe and protect one another. But Bobby, it's still so interesting to hear the president dictate how we can and cannot celebrate, Independence Day, a day recognizing American freedom and greatness here. And yet now we still have some restrictions. Your thoughts?
Well, right. Yeah, it's America's Independence Day, and we get to celebrate it per a decree from Joe Biden. I don't think so. I don't think that's how it works. People know how to be safe. The elderly and the vulnerable, they're getting their vaccinations by the millions. I was at an event a couple weeks ago, 500 people, no masks. The elderly were vaccinated. Some already had it. And those that are young and healthy, they don't even need it. But the whole message is messed up. Get the vaccine, which is 99.99% effective for not getting it, but wear a mask. Act like it doesn't work. Live your life like it doesn't work. No one's going to take that anymore. They're ready to celebrate. They're ready to get together.
Yeah, and you know what, Jesse Jane, I pointed out earlier, the Oscars are this Sunday, and Hollywood's celebrities, they're all gathering together. This is, of course, ahead of July 4th, and they're not being penalized for doing so. In fact, it's celebrated among people, and that's normal, right? People had Easter celebrations. You want to be with family, you want to be with friends, and you can do it safely.
Joe Biden is detached from reality. He's wearing double masks when you see him, and he's doing this when he's speaking to, as he walks up to microphones alone. It is sending such a horrible message to the American people that the vaccine doesn't work. That's what he's essentially saying, that he's still masked up after receiving the vaccine himself. If you want to restore American confidence in this vaccine, then demonstrate that you have confidence in your shot. This advocation that we have seen from Dr. Fauci and others that you could still spread the disease is telling me that they don't even have confidence in what they have put in place. You've mandated this, you've quarantined us, you've told us to stay 6 feet away when we have found out it's really only supposed to be 3 feet. They have spread so much fear into the American people. Now it's no wonder that people don't even trust the vaccine, because those who have taken it are still masking up. I don't expect that Joe Biden is going to influence very many Americans, because as it stands right now, there are many states that are practicing their freedoms to celebrate the 4th of July.
Right, absolutely. Key to getting back to normal is, of course, in his eyes, getting vaccinated, and then you can remove the mask and see all your friends and family, and yet that's not the message that's being pushed out at this time. Francesca Page, travel expert, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We can't wait to call you when we'll get the green light for all of our travel plans. And our panelists, thanks as well. We appreciate it.
Coming up, President Biden loves to wear a mask, as our panelists are pointing out, and is constantly urging others to do the same even after being vaccinated. Is he taking it too far? We're going to show you one eye-opening moment from the climate summit.